Hello, I'm Andreas Whiteley. I'm here to show you a multi-screen studio control featured by Viz Multiplay, and I'm doing a little tech preview of a new product called Preview Desk. Let's talk a little bit about our little setup over here. We have a video wall with 36 Christie tiles stitched together, and then you have one Viz engine in the back powering the whole thing. There's two NVIDIA cards in there with 8 DVI outputs each. Over here I have two screens. On the left I have our Viz Multiplay GUI showing, where I can control whatever is happening on the video wall, and on the right I have the Preview Desk, which I'm going to touch on later on. So let's talk a little bit about Viz Multiplay. It's an intuitive user interface that is meant to make it very easy for play out of any content to any number of screens in the studio. That could be a video wall the way we are featuring it today, but could also be a studio that has 8, 10, 12, 15 screens scattered all over the studio, and you want an easy oversight and an easy way to control all of the screens at the same time. It also, it doesn't matter how many engines they're powered, this scales up to X amount of engines, it doesn't matter. You can control all of them at the same time and have an easy overview. Let's go a little bit deeper into to what's happening over here. So right now I have a lower third with a video behind it on the left side of the video wall. There's a full screen graphic running in the top left there, which is the Ferrari, which is being rendered in real time. We have a video on the right, a video on the bottom, and there's a still graphic in the bottom right corner. So let's show you how easy it is to actually change this. So let's, for example, the video that's currently playing behind the lower third, let's simply change that. Now we change it to a bike by just one click. Or let's, for example, if we prefer cars, we can change it to a car. Or let's talk about a different video altogether. Then we're dragging, simply dropping, and then we're playing the video that we want to play out. It's that simple. It's one click or one drag and you get new content on your screen. You can also change the configuration on the fly by simply clicking up here. I have some pre-configurations called presets that you normally prepare before the show. Right now I'm running this configuration, and if I want to change that, I can simply click on this, and then we change the entire layout of the screen. We can also, for example, have completely wonky configurations. You can see that we can scale them at any size. It doesn't matter. Anything you can think of, you can do with this. We can also full screen, so let's just bring a real-time rendered graphic full screen. It looks beautiful. We're looking at 8K resolution of rendered graphics now. This is not a video. And if I go back to 8 times content, we can also do wipeouts, like wipe out from the center and bring them back again, like that. Or we can do other effects like go up and down. These are all completely up to the user. They can create them themselves. So let's actually have a look at that. How do you actually create these configurations? So I'm going to go click on and bring up our video wall designer. This is a tool that comes with Viz Multiplay that allows you to very easily make these configurations or edit existing ones. So I'm going to turn on the live button for now, just to illustrate how easy it is, and everything I do on the screen now will immediately reflect on the video wall. So I'm going to scale down number 4 to a little corner in the top, and I'm going to do it the same to the Ferrari in the top left. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Or I can even make it bigger. And then we notice that it comes behind the video and the picture and another video. Let's bring that to the front. So we actually control what comes on top of what as well. It's very easy to use. Let's just restore a little bit so it makes a little bit more sense what we're showing. There we go. So that is our video wall designer. You can make any number of these configurations, and you're completely free to think of your own layouts. We can control video as we're showing here. We have live rendered graphics, we have stills, and we can also do live. So everything you're seeing here when we're flying around different contents on the screen, we can also do that with live sources. So let's talk a little bit about the left side here. We have a rundown here. Those are the stories that are typically prepared by the journalist and the newsroom control system, like iNews or EMPS. And they would typically write their story, get their videos in there, their graphics, their stills. They assign the channels that they pop up in here, and the operator in the control room uses Multiplay. They open up the story and they get all their video and their stills and their content laid out ready for them. The only thing they need to do is take it on there at the right time. Over here we have a search. That search is in our MAM system, Viz1. It allows you to find videos that are ready for play out. It finds images there as well. The second you drag one over into a channel, it initiates a transfer from our MAM system to the Viz engine so that it's available for play out straight away. One thing I'd like to quickly mention is that this is actually a web page. So you can actually run this on any platform, Mac, Linux, or Windows. You could also run it on tablets, which gives it actually a new tool for an anchor as well, where we can adjust the layout a little bit so that an anchor can stand and talk about the weather, for example, and trigger different graphics depending on what they're talking about. Let's touch a little bit and give you a little bit of a tech preview about Preview Desk as well. This is a monitoring application that basically shows you what's currently on air. So you can see that what we're looking at here is almost a copy of what's happening on air right now. And right now I'm using the video wall layout, but this actually supports any number of engines in your studio. So if you have another engine powering a couple of screens 5 meters that way, you could have them as 2 cubes here as well and monitor those at the same time as your video wall. And if, just to illustrate, this is actually live updating, it's actually playing the video as well. If I take another graphic in channel number 1, which is the top left over there, then you see that this immediately changed over here and shows you that something new was taken on there. And you see in the video wall as well that it's taken on there. Let's take it full screen for a moment. And Preview Desk is not released yet, but it's upcoming very soon. It also allows you to see what is currently armed. You can also track what the various trio operators are doing. It's designed in such a way that you can put it on the screen in your studio, stand for a few meters back, and you still can easily see what is going on your screen. So that is our multi-screen studio control by Viz Multiplay and the tech preview of Preview Desk. Thank you.